It's a very horrific crime scene. It's one of the worst that I've seen.
Police cars everywhere, there were guns drawn, rifles. I was surreal.
We simply cannot accept this violence as a normal part of American life.
A deadly attack inside a Saturday morning worship service. The city of Pittsburgh and the nation rocked this weekend by a mass murder inside a Jewish synagogue. Now investigators are working to determine a motive behind the horrific act of hate. Good evening, I'm Joe Holden. The synagogue shooting in the Squirrel Hill neighborhood of Pittsburgh will be investigated as a hate crime. And here is what we know right now. Police say the gunman killed 11 people at Tree of Life Synagogue. 6 people were wounded, including 4 officers. The shooter was also hurt. Federal officials identify him as 46-year-old Robert Bowers. Investigators say he made anti-Semitic statements before and after the deadly shootings. CBS News correspondent Nikki Batiste is in Pittsburgh tonight.
SWAT teams converged on a Pittsburgh synagogue when a gunman opened fire during morning prayer services.
Members of the Tree of Life Synagogue, conducting a peaceful service in their place of worship, were brutally murdered by a gunman targeting them simply because of their faith.
The shooter is identified as Pittsburgh resident Robert Bowers. Police say he exchanged fire with responding officers before he was arrested and taken to a local hospital.
He's in fair condition with multiple gunshot wounds.
Police recovered an assault rifle and 3 handguns.
It's a very horrific crime scene. It's one of the worst that I've seen, and I've been on some plane crashes. It's very bad.
Authorities would not comment on a possible motive, but local media is reporting Bowers posted anti-Semitic messages on social media. President Trump condemned the attack during a speech in Indiana.
This wicked act of mass murder is pure evil, hard to believe.
Earlier, the president suggested an armed guard may have prevented the massacre.
If they had some kind of a protection inside the temple, maybe it could have been a very much different situation.
Chuck Diamond is the former rabbi at the synagogue.
I have to tell you, I always, in the back of my mind, had something like this, and that might happen, because of the way of the world today.
The FBI is investigating the shooting as a hate crime.
Nikki Batiste for CBS 3 Eyewitness News.